What's good, YouTube? You already know what it is that I'm reacting to. Alright, so K-pop mystery. This is I'm always on one for mysteries. So we better see what this video is talking about. Yeah, that's really all I do got to say for this intro. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, leave a like, and comment something down below, down in the comment section. Hey, let's get right into this video. Let's do this.
There are many debuts in K-pop, with many of them going unnoticed unless they come from a big company or go viral for one reason or another. And when the performance isn't completely perfect, people are not afraid to hate on an idol. Today, we will look at the case of Ori, who, instead of standing back up and proving herself to her haters, vanished. Ori was signed under Tung's Entertainment, a small company that didn't have many people under them at the time. Ori was apparently the only singer in the whole company, so the stakes were high. She could have been their shot at making it big. Ori debuted with the EP called Ori and made her stage debut on January 2nd, 2009 at Music Bank with the song It's Snowing. Instead of going viral for praises, Ori went viral for her debut, being called the worst in the history of K-pop. The netizens rushed to jump the 14-year-old Ori for her voice cracking and unpolished performance. On top of the bad performance, she also had some technical issues, which only made the whole thing look even worse. But no one could have predicted how badly this whole thing would end up down the road, despite the start being already terrible. The bad press got big to the point the news about a terrible Music Bank stage reached outside of South Korea. It drew the attention of more people who also shared their opinions on how terrible Ori's performance was, with her debut being described as a slap in the face to those who are actually talented and struggling to get an entertainment company to sign them.
And you know, and what's so crazy about all these people doing all that typing and texting, ain't none of them about to say it to your face though. Ain't that the crazy thing, yo? Ain't nobody about to say none of that to your face though.
This got people wondering how Ori even passed the trainee system and later debuted with lacking vocals.
Well, she has talent, that's how.
This spiraled another rumor about how Ori must be the daughter of somebody incredibly influential, like a president of an entertainment company. A special case of nepotism. Rumors went even further, with people saying that she's a chaebol daughter. The fact that she's a rookie from an unknown company only helped this rumor spread like a wildfire. One person said, "I'm guessing she had connections to perform." It took years for this rumor to be denied, and that wasn't even by the company or Ori herself. Another unfortunate thing about Ori's debut was that at the time, IU also started making waves in the industry as the rising star and future darling of South Korea. Naturally, these two got compared as they were the same age and started out around the same time.
Oh, wow.
And Ori's performance didn't really look the best compared to IU's, who also performed at Music Bank that day. However, after all the bad news has washed over, people would still be waiting for at least another performance from her. Ori has never performed again, with her whole debut and career getting scrambled. She never stepped on the stage again and completely vanished from the industry. The worst thing is that people on the internet were criticizing not only her performance and vocals, but also her looks.
Okay, listen, look. I understand, you know, especially something like that, and how big it blew up and stuff. Am I in the frame? Yeah, and how big it blew up and stuff. Shoot, I understand. You know, that's about to take a toll on you physically, mentally. I wish you would have just kept on going though. You know what I mean? I think I drank all my drink. I do though. I wish you would have kept on going though.
14-year-old girl going through puberty, and people were.
Yeah, she was 14 too. Like, dang, that's crazy. That's cold. What she said she was
just a 14-year-old girl going through puberty, and people were already insulting her for how she looked. Besides the malicious comments on her appearance, people started making fun of her stage name Ori.
But also too, think about it too. Think about the time. Like back in the day, enjoyed it back in the day. Enjoyed it back in the day. The world wasn't as sensitive, wasn't like you could say do anything like cartoons and all that, like TV, like it had all them jokes, you know what I mean? So I feel like, yeah, I won't cap. Back in this time then, yeah, we didn't have no chill. Like, yeah, we was gonna say whatever, do whatever, and was nobody. Yeah, but she was 14 though. 14 though, like I would have cut. At least I would have cut her some slack, man. You know what I mean? All y'all people that put them hate comments back in the day.
Originally came from her Japanese name Tanaka Sori. However, people who were already trashing Ori twisted it and said that her stage name comes from the Korean phrase Mosengin Ori, which stands for ugly duck. People ran with the ugly duckling narrative, saying that must be her whole concept and further dissing her looks. The ugly duckling concept is a thing that stayed with Ori even after people found out that the idol's name comes from her real name. Many believe that the concept would continue throughout her career with a transformation from her ugly duckling look.
Oh, Chris, you still don't got ad blocker, man. Bro, how many? I do this in every single video.
Beautiful swan in future comebacks. People couldn't have insulted her more, especially when many people's vision for turning Ori into a beautiful swan was a bunch of plastic procedures. With the rumor involving cosmetic procedures and Ori's disappearance, other idols got dragged into the Ori mystery. People started wondering if Ori had some plastic surgery done and decided to re-debut under a new label, in a new group, and with a completely different name. The first victim of this rumor was Mina from the group Girls' Day. Mina and Ori were born in the same year in 1993 and had vaguely similar features, which was enough to fuel the rumor. It got so big that Mina herself got asked about it in interviews with her group. It came down to Dream Tea Entertainment, which was Mina's agency, making an official statement saying, Mina and Ori are not the same person. Mina has been upset from this kind of rumor for a long time. Another victim of this rumor ended up being Wonder Girls' Sohee. Even before the connection to Ori, Sohee has been criticized for her vocal skills, so drawing the connections to Ori wasn't that hard for Sohee's haters. People started comparing the visuals of the two and how many plastic surgeries it would take Ori to look like Sohee. However, it all mainly circled to poor vocal performances from Sohee to be the final strike.
Y'all, man, I'm telling y'all got no chill, bro. I'm just like, I could. Bro.
One netizen commented, I mean, Wonder Girls' Sohee can't really sing either, but at least JYP was smart enough to let her debut in a group. Gosh,
bro, y'all got no chill, bro.
Everyone will be smart enough to know that. The same person hatefully targeted Ori as well, saying, why the hell does her entertainment company let her debut as a solo artist? However, her company is not the only fault at this. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't feel bad for her at all. I mean, come on. I assume that you know you don't have the talent for singing, so don't push your so-called dream to be a singer. However, what many people are forgetting is that Ori had to train for some extent of time.
Yeah.
If she didn't, she wouldn't be able to even record the EP and film the music video to accompany her debut. Some people started wondering if putting Ori in a girl group would have been a better idea rather than having her handle the stage alone. One commenter said, she actually sings just as well as Sohee, I guess. If Sohee can get away with singing like that, then maybe they should put her in a girl group. I'm not trying to diss Sohee, but if she were to be a solo artist, she'll be just as bad, so putting her in Wonder Girls gave her a very good career. The rumors kept piling up to the point when it got unbearable for Ori. While spreading negativity online, people don't realize that there's a real person with real feelings on the receiving end. Even her attempts to save or rekindle her love for music were dissipating with every other bad comment. So for a whole decade, Ori disappeared completely without anyone hearing anything about her. The disappearance of Ori raises a bigger, much more important issue. How can people be so hateful to another person to the point when that person decides to rather completely disappear from the face of the earth and try again? Especially these days when people are not afraid to bash anyone in the industry for little mistakes during their performances. There are terrible cases in K-pop where the online hate got unbearable for idols and ended in hiatus, or even worse, it ended with tragedies. In 2019,
wait, what?
Idols and ended in hiatus, or even worse, it ended with tragedies. In 2019, an ex-trainee from a sister company to Tons Entertainment made an anonymous interview with a YouTuber. During that, the ex-trainee revealed all they knew about Ori. They were actually the ones who denied the rumor about Ori being the daughter of someone influential. On top of that, the trainee said that Ori was a trainee at the company for 1 year before she debuted. Apparently, Ori's vocals weren't that bad. It was the stress getting the best of her in the worst moment possible.
Look how young
the trainee was right. Ori's single was not bad and could could have probably been a hit, but the performance outraged so many people that they weren't willing to give Odie another chance. Where was Odie? Was it her who decided to pull the brakes, or was it the company who decided that they can't make it through another catastrophe like the music bank one? After all, don't forget that apparently Odie was their only singer in the company, so by debuting her, they really thought that they would make it. But seeing how much Odie's debut performance flopped, maybe the company decided that she wasn't worth the further financial loss. Still, according to some sources, it was Odie who was so ruined that she decided to terminate her contract and leave the company and the industry behind. Odie revealed, "The stress was so extreme that I spent half of my high school days with depression and the resulting gastrointestinal diseases. At that time, I ended my desire for music. All the hate from netizens and malicious jokes about her performance got to her. She changed her life completely, saying, I worked at an international airport duty-free shop and was buried in the world. These days, Odie is allegedly living in Japan and is trying to find her way to music through a different path, as she would like to become a music composer. But for now, she is staying in the background and hopefully happily living her life.
I hope she is too.
Odie's case of disappearance is the last of its kind, and people won't ruin a dream of a young idol again because of one bad performance. Thanks for...
Hey, nah, I really do wish, though, she would have kept on pushing, though, and would have kept on doing her career. Because my thing is, you know, she's young, and also, that's a lot of stress. Also, too, you're up there by yourself, nobody, you know what I mean? But also, like I said, very first performance, too. But, hey, I hope she is safe, hope she's doing amazing, and, yeah, it's just, bro, you know, that's the world we live in. That's what I mean. I can care less about what somebody got to say or think about me. I care less about it. You can say whatever you want about me. But hey, I thank y'all. I love y'all. Don't forget to leave a like, comment. If you're new to the channel, go hit the subscribe button, y'all. You already know I'll be back with another banger video. Stay safe out here, and I love y'all. I don't do no fucking talking. I just keep my head down balling. All these